Hey friends, it's Jenny, and I'm getting ready to work on the next Cherry on Top sketch challenge. Now this will be due on April the 24th, or Wednesday the 23rd. You have to have it in by midnight. So here's the sketch. And I don't know if you can tell, but the background is made up of all circles. And then you've got your photos. Looks like there's a couple tickets and maybe some paper tucking and your title. What I'm going to use is my handy dandy 1.5 inch punch. I've got a lot of photos here. I don't have a 5x7 or a 4x4, but I'm going to make some of these photos work. And I'm actually going to do a double page to get them all done. This is a birthday party that Quinn attended for her cousin Brooke, and they went to a farm that day. So I'm just going to go ahead and document these photos of the girls and, you know, riding a horse. Her dad took her because mom just had the baby, and they were able to go on a paddle boat ride. And of course there's my girlie. And here, I believe that was a llama that she met. And just, you know, I'm going to pare these photos down, but these are what I have from that event. Now, the paper I'm going to use is actually a 6x9 pad from Keep It Simple. And this is called the Little Cowgirl Birthday. And I figured this would be perfect since I have to, my whole background has to be circles, right? So I'm going to go ahead and here's the papers. So this one is just a little, you know, with the little girl, and there's a chicken, and she's got her flag. And then the back of this is just some pretty flowers. This one is the little girl, and she looks like she has a piece of cake and a balloon. In the back, more pretty flowers. And this one is the little girl and riding the horse, bales of hay, balloons. And the back is just an orange looking wood grain. This one, little girl with the horse again and balloons, just a different color scheme and a nice diagonal stripe. And then this one is got just a bunch of chickens on hay and cowboy hats and fences and a nice purple gingham. And then the last one, this has little piggies and horses and bunny rabbits and the balloons. In the back is yellow that looks like a sunshine. So I'm going to be cutting the circles out of this paper. And then I'm going to choose, I don't know which one yet, I'm going to choose a wood grain background because I figure, you know, what's better. I don't know if I want to go with just, you know, like a whitewashed one, or there were some, the gray is nice, or maybe the blue. I don't know. So I want to cut the circles out first, and then, you know, kind of lay them out on the paper to see what's going to work best. So let me go ahead and get to work cutting out my circles, figuring out how many I need, and selecting which pictures are going to be for the sketch for the challenge. Oh, I've got some labels here too, just a bunch of labels that I have in my inventory to use there. So I'll put that right there. I got my twine in here. I've got all my stuff right next to me that I wanted to make sure that I kind of go through as I'm working through challenges this summer, or, you know, just summer scrapbooking. So I'm going to go ahead and put you on pause, get some circles cut out, and I'll come back. Hey friends, it's Jenny, and I'm coming back with my completed layout for this week's Cherry on Top sketch layout. As a reminder, I was using the Little Cowgirl birthday collection from Keep It Simple. It's adorable. It's just, you know, a little girl on a farm having a birthday. So here's the sketch. There was a 5x7 photo, 4x4. I did not have a 5x7 or a 4x4, but I made do with what I had. Now, I'm holding this up a little bit, and I'm hoping you can see the background is full of circles. And then there's some paper layering, and you got your title and such. Okay, I initially took out my 1.5 inch punch. Well, here's my finished layout. I ended up going to the 2 inch punch because the 1.5 inch punch they were significantly smaller. I think I needed a 1 3/4 inch, and that would have been perfect to leave a little bit of space between them, but I actually like how this came out. So in this paper collection, I think there are 18 sheets of paper, 6 designs, so I was able to use all 6 designs and get the same number of circles. So for instance, this piece of this circle here, this is the back of it, and then I just went down here, this circle here, and then as you go down, that's the same paper, this one front and back, this one front and back, front and back, you get it. So what I did here is I did make a mat around these 4 photos to match 5 by 7 so that it is the size of the layout, but I just put 4 photos on there. So there's my Quinny, and this is Brookie, that's her cousin, and this was at Brooke's birthday party. So they went to a little farm and had a blast. So this Kickin' It Cowgirl style I actually cut out from a 4x6 card, and there was a hat in the on the side here, and I cut that off and put the flower, put some balloons up here, and we've got the little animals celebrating and little fence. But this is my entry for this week's A Cherry on Top sketch. Like I said, I initially cut out all of these circles in 1.5 inch, realized they were too small, then cut them in 2 inch. So to make this a double pager, I went ahead and used the 1.5 inch circles on a companion page. Same background. This is, I got this from my, I have a craft consortium. It's called the Essential Craft Papers, and this is just all different wood grains. So I picked the same wood grain. Thank goodness I hadn't used it yet because there are only 2 of each of them. But I then used the smaller circles here, and as you can see, this is 6. And based on the sketch, there wasn't as much room between the circles as the 1.5. So like I said, it probably 1 3/4. If I wouldn't have been lazy and got out my dies, I'm sure I had a 1 3/4 inch, but that's okay. I then took multiple of the photos, cut them down, and just made them fit. Same papers. I did not follow the same pattern, but that's okay. And here's a little piggy and a bunny and the little girl, and then we've got this pony here, which I thought was perfect because here she is riding the horse. She's seeing a llama here and touching things, and it was a great day for all. And this was for Brookie's 4th birthday. The girls will be 5 this summer. Can't believe it. Going to school. Crazy, 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 crazy. But I took the 1 page and I made it a 2-pager. I'm really happy with how it came out. I think it's super cute. It was fun to make my own background using a paper punch and just a nice wood grain piece of paper. Something I have to remember to do more often. Especially, this is you know, kind of representative of a cut file. If you use a cut file and just a piece of cardstock in the back, what you're making is just so much bolder, brighter. But oh, I did follow the same pattern. Look at me. Whew. I thought I didn't, and I was just going to be like, come on now. But I did. I just couldn't tell right away. Anyway, I apologize for not coming back to put it together, but as you know, I ended up cutting out 6, 12, 18, 24, 32, 40 circles here. 40 circles here. It just got to take a while. It took a while. It took a lot longer than I thought it would, and I wanted to get to some other things, so I did to the best of my ability. So this is a bonus. This is going into the, I'll put them both in the gallery, but this is for the actual challenge this week. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're playing along. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you being here. Please like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless. Bye.